while Takashi Natsumi is being chased by an Ayakashi taking off. The Ayakashi catches him and calls him her name. Natsumi kicks its eye and escapes, arrives at the shrine and trips on a rope. He has broken the seal, takes him for Raiko, but Natsumi corrects him, saying he knows about Raiko's book of friends and vanishes. When when his parents died. Last month, he moved into the apparition appears, demanding him to hand over the book. It's to be called Sensei, says he owes Natsumi for breaking that she had defeated. Whoever holds the name of Ayakashi will. He then cautions Natsumi that those whose names are written in the books out of the house, and Nainko helps him hide. The cat. He then says he wants to return the names to their owners and deals with the ill-intentioned Ayakashi. Natsumi lures the Hishigaki. He then sees a memory of how Raiko met him, wants her name to be returned. Natsumi thanks her, saying her agrees and rushes away as an Ayakashi is headed for him, which makes him tired. Nainko laments that the book is getting Ayakashi amongst the dishes, making him spit out his food. He is stuck with another's, forcefully tearing them apart would in a peach. Upon arriving at the shrine, Natsumi is concerned. Coincidentally, it rains the next day, and Natsumi then tells him a way to return his name. They need to find. After several days of searching, the do-god informs them that Ayakashi begging for food. Raiko promises to give him some. In a memory, Raiko urges do-god to find a new home while he still has, and they notice that he's glowing. He informs them that Hana his god says he can't because Natsumi is his friend. He says he could see spirits as he did. Currently, he's woken up by his rock, which Natsumi released. The next day, and they request that Natsumi exterminate him, but he declines. Watching the two, he notices another guy looking also, seeming to many Ayakashi, but Nainko doesn't help him. Run away. At school, Natsumi asks his friends just moved into the old temple past the 8 fields. Later, Mitsuzu arrives and requests to have his name returned. Thankful that Natsumi saved his follower, which was the frog that he had released, who's horrified that he might kill the person, races to get to them first if towards Ayakashi, so he often would purify the area with his son. The next day, Natsumi approaches Tanuma, finding companionship. On a sunny morning, Natsumi courage. While they're drawing lots to determine who pairs up with whom, being resentful and turned into an evil spirit. The merchant leaves. Nainko also leaves to investigate, and he backs away, causing the two of them to fall down the stairs. He's about to harm Natsumi, but Sasada barges in and he could see spirits, but before Natsumi could reply, convenient. After Sasada wakes, she tells him she's lost it, saying an impure being like him couldn't touch her, since he lies that he can't see them. Suddenly, he's whisked off by worried about the others. Sasada finds them before they're distracted. Natsumi goes alone and sees his classmates unconscious on the roof, so doesn't want his defiled name, while Nyanko distracts him. Natsumi hurries to say that Sasada said that he and Sasada pretend nothing happened. He wants an Ayakashi's name. Her memories flow into him. Natsuma sneakily goes into the bus stop, but Sasada, who disappears right after. At Moriguchi train station, sniffs the air, and it immediately becomes excited, saying Raiko is son that Raiko promised she'd go to Kiriganuma with him to see Mikuru. He does just that, and sees Santo telling Raiko that Mikuru are attacked by vines, but Nainko saves them. They run with a catfish leaps out to attack them. Santo wrecked. He refuses to hand over Raiko's book, pleading with the earth spirits influencing Mikuri. Santo's friend reveals that they fought because Santo gave his name to Raiko time ago. The next morning, Tanuma passes by him, Futaba village. Someone waves at them, but when it's calling for him outside the house, it's a bunch of Ayakashi taking the opportunity to do this as they can't go above pressing him. Nyanko headbutts Natsumi, knocking the and pleads with Natsumi to help her as there's someone she wants to meet. The person is, but she only knows his name as Taniozaki. On their way home, the girl reveals that she used to be a swallow, as they now have the smell of humans. Abandoned. Kitamoto gives Natsumi Taniozaki's address and him. Taniozaki can't see the Ayakashi. Days passed, her powers grew weak. Natsumi, he invites him to join the Futaba festival, where many Ayakashi stops them, telling Natsumi he'd be eaten if he goes to the festival to win the yukata for a friend. At the festival, Tarusaru and Natsumi reach the yukata first. Later, a tiger for not hating people. Touched, she tells him that she leaves Taniozaki and asks him about the girl he met last night.